Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And I am so glad that you're here. I am so glad that you're here. Woo woo. And today is Friday. Hey, Racine, good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad to see you, Racine. Your reels, your shorts have just been coming up in my feed just in the last couple days. So I'm really excited to see them. I'm glad that they're finally showing up in my feed, which is really great. Miguel, hello, good morning to you. Okay, Miguel says, I'm playing referee with the Frisky Rooster and Hens this morning. Woo, woo. And then they stopped because it's pouring rain. Whoa. So we have some questions to ask this morning. My first one is, what's in your cup? I have my hot coffee with a little bit of half and half. Some days I put a little more than other days, but yeah, it's really yummy. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. So, you know what I realized? I have not, what in the world? I'm pretty sure that I had finished this, but let's see. Recognition Day. Good morning to everyone. Good morning. I'm so glad to see you. So glad to see you. Miguel says, howdy, it's pouring rain. Ooh, water with fresh squeezed lemon. I had my 2 cups of coffee after 5 a.m. Good for you, Miguel. Good for you. This is my one cup of coffee, which is a pretty big cup of coffee, if I must say. Mm. Okay, and Racine has 2 cups, one with water and one with aloe water. That's nice. Aloe water is supposed to be really good for you. Isn't it supposed to be good for like your stomach lining and all that other good stuff, right? Yeah. I've heard some good things about it. Heard some good things. And so then here is the big question of the day. What's your weather like? Because, you know, big winter storm warning. They said our area was going to get up to 2 feet of snow. And now they're saying, not going to get any snow. What? I want snow. Come on now. I need snow. I need some snow. I definitely do. So my shirt today says, live today like you're getting fried tomorrow. And it has a chicken on it. And who doesn't like fried chicken? So what's your weather like? That's what we want to know. Oh, yeah. And today, okay, so all right. The weather outside can be frightful. Oh, there, and your cousin texted you this morning from back home, and they are waiting for or preparing for 20 inches of snow by Sunday. Well, I hope that they're staying safe. Definitely, definitely. Um, oh, yes, yes. Um, Racine says, I'm near Columbus, Ohio, and it's 19 degrees and sunny. Ground is brown grass so far, right? There's a lot of brown grass out there, isn't there? I know. I know. Oh, you don't like fried chicken. All right. Because no gallbladder. That does make it a little difficult, doesn't it? I mean, you have to be careful what you eat. Um, yeah, I could see that. I did, Miguel. Miguel says, did you see, Barbara, the picture I showed yesterday? My Walmart hardly had any water. I did see that. People, yeah. Right before a storm, people go a little cuckoo, and they want all the things. Well, 2020 taught me to always have all the things. Always have them, and then you'll always be prepared, right? So, we always have, a couple extra loaves of bread in the freezer so we don't have to race out and get bread. Um, as far as milk, well, we just try to keep just a fresh milk. I mean, what can you do about that, right? Toilet paper, I like to keep extra. And I've really been slacking because I haven't bought toilet paper in a couple months now. But I do like to have extra. Um, but oh, you shared. Let's see. Oh, I know. Miguel says, I cannot wait to do a video showing my brand new crochet case for $5 off of Facebook Marketplace. Yes, yes. I know, right? Growing up in Massachusetts, whenever a blizzard was coming, people would rush and buy milk, bread, eggs, and my mom would say, is everyone going to make French toast? That is adorable. I love that. I love that, Miguel. I'm going to start saying that. Oh, I love it. Is everybody going to make French toast? I love French toast. How about you? Mm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That is cute. I like that. I like that idea a lot. A lot. So our good friend, Naomi, yeah, she is not here this morning because she's probably in a plane. So yeah, she's probably in a plane. Oops, I forgot to change that. Let me change that. All right. So I have, oh my Lanta. Oh my Lanta. Okay. Hold on just a minute. I have to go get a box, okay? Wait 1 minute. I will be right back. I promise. I promise, promise, promise. Promise, promise, promise. Talk amongst yourselves. I have to get yarn to show you, okay? Okay, I have it. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let me see. I have my Volare pillow. Let me sit back in my chair and scoot up just a little bit. There we go. Now, let's see. Let's see. All right. Let me turn my volume down on my phone or mute it. There we go. Glasses. Let's see. Your late mom had some funny little sayings. Yeah. 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 Um, all right. So, like I said, we were supposed to get 2 feet of snow. Now, all we're going to get is probably ice. Icy roads, icy ground, 0-degree weather, and no fun. So, anyway, let's talk about, isn't this just the cutest bag? So I did get some yarn for Christmas, and um and it's so we have these gift bags that have that we put in a laundry basket because it was too much. So, all right. Alrighty, ready. I forgot about that. Okay. So my sweet sister-in-law, Tanya, she had a neighbor um who was from is from Canada. And then, hey, Cree, how are you? It's good to see you. And her neighbor, whose name is Enzo, he is, I think, about 86 years old, little short, little Italian man, and originally born and raised in Italy. And then he came to North America, and he was living and making his life in Canada. When he retired, he and his wife purchased a home 2 doors down from my mother-in-law and father-in-law. And so they lived there. They would come for 6 months and then go back for 6 months. And that's how they did it. So every winter they would come to Florida. And so then Enzo's wife passed. And so he sold his house. And then once he sold his house, um, he still wanted to come down to Florida. And so he asked my sweet sister in law, Tanya, and her husband if he could rent a room from them so that he could be in Florida for winter. Because where he lives in Canada, it is pretty far north. And so he gets extreme weather in the winter. So, he has a beautiful place with a lake and a lot of land and everything, but to live there by himself in the winter is just too harsh. And so anyway, so for several years he would come down and to Florida, and he would stay with her. So we got to know him. Hubby and I got to know him, and so he sent some yarn. And so he sent some yarn for Christmas. And so this is what I have for cotton. He sent 3 cotton yarns, and this is universal yarn. So, and this is what it looks like, universal yarn, clean cotton. And so it is 100% reclaimed fibers, 2.65 ounces, 75 grams, and 131 yards, 120 meters. And it says medium. So I know this is considered a 4-weight yarn. Let me see. Made in Turkey, and actually this was made, this is Universal Yarns out of Harrisburg, North Carolina. And he bought this in Canada and mailed it to us. And so you can see the price. Bless his heart. And what a thoughtful gift. So this is, let's see if it says the colorway. Very pretty. Very pretty yarn. I do love it. Petunia. So this is a pretty pink and it's called Petunia. Very pretty. And then this one, I'm familiar with this color. It's the same brand yarn. And this one is in a sage green. Let's see if that's what they call it. Saguaro is what they call it. Saguaro. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's on the floor now. Oh, my Lanta. And then this one, I think you can see it's a blue. It's not black. It's a very dark navy blue. And oh, this one was a better price. It's Lily, sugar and cream. I just, you know, I feel bad because I know that it cost him a lot to mail this. And so on top of the cost of the yarn, it's such a sweet gesture. It really is. But on top of the cost of the yarn, I know it cost him a pretty penny to mail it. And so, yeah, it was so kind of Tanya and her husband, wasn't it? Yes, 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 and very kind of him to mail us yarn. So this one is the Lily Sugar and Cream, the original. That's what it says, the original. And so I'm glad that he got a better price on that one. And this one is Yarnspirations. So let's see what this says. Bum, bum, bum. Of course, this one is Marine Navy. And so what I was wondering was, oh my Atlanta, so hard to see. Okay, so this is made in Canada. That's what I thought. So that's probably why it was a lesser price for him to purchase, made in Canada. And of course, 100% cotton. So we have the green and the navy blue and the pink. And of course, I love it because I love cotton yarn. You know, I like to make a good dishcloth every now and then, right? Yeah, yeah. And so then the other thing that he sent was Bernat yarn. And this is Bernat Super Value. And this one is in, it's called Kelly Green. So this one is Kelly Green. It's not coming across as Kelly Green on the screen as far as what I can see, but maybe it is on your end. But this is truly a Kelly Green. So you can think of that. And I have 2 of these, which is nice because then I can, you know, make a blanket or something out of it. This is really nice. And so let's see. And this is the, excuse me, Bernat Super Value. 7 ounces, 440 yards, 197 grams, and 402 meters. So, yeah, really good. And so, and this one is the Super Value, so there's no dye lot, which is nice. Boop, boop. I like it. I like it. I love it. And then this one is mint, and it's the Bernat Super Value. And this one is mint green, which it's a little darker than what it's showing up on my screen. So I really, Tanya got the same kind of yarn, but she got different colors. So I think what he did was he sent, I think he sent different colors, and then she just like split it up. So I think that's what happened. And so then this one, because she knows that I like navy, and I mean I like blues, and I like greens. I'm really into greens right now. So this one is called Denim Heather, and it is also the Bernat Super Value, and it's Denim Heather, which you can see. Yeah. Anyway, so that is pretty. And so I'm very glad about that. Very, very glad. And so that's what we got. And then so, and I have to pick that one up. I have to pick that one up. The green cotton when we get off of here. So anyway, that was my yarn, and he called it wool. He did not call it yarn. He said, I'm going to get you some wool. And at first we were like, real wool? You know, we were like, what's he going to get us? You know, because here in America, we don't typically call yarn wool unless it is made out of natural fibers like alpaca or, you know, like that. So that's kind of what, you know, Tanya and I were like, oh, wow, you know, what kind of, we were thinking maybe it was a local yarn shop or something like that. But because he said it's got tons of yarn. And so anyway, I know that, you know, it was just very kind of him to give us that yarn. Good morning, Tanya. Good morning. How are you? How are you? I hope you're doing well. I just showed all the yarn that Enzo sent. And so, yeah, I'm so glad about that. So I had to actually run and go get the basket because I've been forgetting to bring the basket in. And today I'm like, nope, we are doing the yarn. We are doing the yarn. Mm. So today is National Security Technician Day. And National Security Technician Day on January 23rd celebrates the security professionals who perform the role of security technician within the global security industry. What that means is keeping our nation's ports, transit systems, K through 12 schools, government facilities, utilities operating properly. And so today it says we want to honor all security technicians to show our appreciation for the hard work they do for keeping us as they keep our digital life safe. Yes. So that is extremely important, especially in today's, you know, quick, I don't know how to say it. In our world today that revolves around technology, just like what we're doing right now, you know, YouTubing, and we're live and we're talking and we're chatting with each other. You know, without technology, we would not be able to do this. So let's see, what was that one? The next one is fun. Today, January 23rd, 2026, is National Handwriting Day. National Handwriting Day. Oh my Lanta. So it encourages us to put pen to paper and write out our thoughts. It's a chance for all to re-explore the purity and power of handwriting. So anyway, that one is fun. So how to observe National Handwriting Day? this is how you can do it. You can start a journal. You can send a handwritten letter to a friend or a family member. Wouldn't that be nice? People like receiving letters. They do. They just do. Write a short poem or story. Why not? Write it out in your own handwriting. Yeah. Take a calligraphy class. That sounds fun. A calligraphy class. I would love to do that. I am, you know, I can make my handwriting look okay. And I'm just saying, okay. Like people can read it. And some people have told me that I have nice handwriting, but I have always thought that I did not have nice handwriting. Um, I can remember in third grade, oi, oi, third grade, our principal would come into the classroom and talk about the importance of handwriting. And it got to the point where she would actually come into the classroom and teach us. The principal would teach us how to properly write certain letters, right? And when I say write, I mean handwriting script, not printed. And then we would have to practice. And then I remember the teacher, she told the teacher to send all of our work for each day during this national handwriting whatever she decided, I don't know, third grade handwriting class. And she graded all of our handwriting and she was so hard on us. I was a third grader. I hated that class. When she came in, I went, oh, like inside, I just kind of like died a little bit inside. I'm like, oh, of course, I was a very good student. So I did not show any of that, I hope, anyway, you know? And so maybe my face told everything. I don't know, but I tried not to. Man, that woman was tough. She was tough on us. So anyway, I've always had this notion that I was not that great at handwriting because she was so hard on us and everything. And so, but you know, it must have paid off a little bit because at least you can read my handwriting. But I've always thought about taking a calligraphy class. You could write a to-do list, write it down on a pad of paper, and then mark it off. I mean, right? National Handwriting Day. Leave a note for someone dear to you. You could compliment someone with a handwritten sticky note. You know, if you're at work, just write a quick note, you know, great job on that presentation, and then stick it to their computer while they're at lunch. When they come back, they can see it, you know, celebrate. Here's one. Pay with a check if you dare, because you're handwriting your check out. Does anybody have any checks anymore? I think, you know, I have like the first set of checks when I first opened a bank account, and it has, you know, a wrong address on it. I don't know, because it's like how many houses ago, right? How this, if you go out to eat, leave your server a tip and a handwritten word of thanks for their service. So, you know, you can write in the tip, but then also leave a little note that says, you know, thank you for your great service, you know, or I appreciate your hard work, or just something like that, right? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I thought that was kind of nice. Thrifty, hello. I think you're Rachel, right? I think you're Rachel. Yes. So Tanya did receive a box with double the yarn that I showed. Tanya says, I kept the purples and gave her the greens, but everything was the same. I thought maybe you gave me the greens, and I love the blue too, because you know that I love green. So, and I know you love purple, so it works out. It does work out. And so yes, Miguel says, I'm old fashioned. I still write checks for my bills. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. I am not good at writing. Not good at writing bills out. No, no, no. So not good. Okay, now this one is fun. This one is a fun one. I think you're going to like this one. Um, yeah. There we go. All right, let's do this one. January 23rd is National Pie Day. National Pie Day. What? Who doesn't love a good pie? It celebrates one of the nation's favorite desserts, no matter how you slice it. Pie in just about any form makes a crowd happy. Fruit pies, berry pies, cream pies, mouth-watering servings of homemade goodness. Yes. And let's not forget the savory pies, right? The pot pies, the let me see. So you have like the chicken pot pie or the turkey pot pie, or how about a pizza pie? How about a quiche in a pie form? I mean, come on now. All of that is delicious, and you know it. I think today, yeah, let's see. Let's have a quiche for breakfast. And then for supper, let's have, oh, for lunch, we can have a pot pie. And then for supper, we can have a pizza pie with an apple pie for dessert. I'm salivating just at the thought of pie. Pie is good. Nothing wrong with a good pie. Definitely. Definitely. Oh, my Lanta. Cece, good morning. Good morning. I'm glad you're here. How are you? And Jay, how are you? I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes. National Pie Day is today, Cece. So, yeah, we can celebrate National Pie Day, National Handwriting Day, and National Security Technician Day, all in one day. So, yeah, yeah. I know we can make a pie and then write a note, a handwritten note, and give it to a friend or give it to a neighbor and say, Happy National Pie Day and Happy National Handwriting Day. I wrote you a note. Or how about just make the pie and then give them a slice of pie with a little note that says, I wanted to share my pie with you. Here you go. Yeah, yeah. So this is the year of something new for me. And so I saw something really interesting yesterday. I was trying to catch up on some of the trends that are supposedly happening this year. And so I'm really excited. I'm really excited about some of these trends. I wrote them down. So let me share with you some of the trends that I saw. Okay. One of them that I kind of got really excited about is doilies and lace and old fashioned. And it's like, you know how they did like the cottage core trend and all of that. It's soft romantic. It's lace. It's harkening back to the days when things were a little, well, I'm going to say harkening back to the nostalgic days when our perception of things was a little bit slower, a little bit calmer, a little bit less instant in the know. This is what is happening right this instant everywhere around the world. We know too much right now, I think. And I think that it is making people a little cuckoo. Honestly, I do. I think what we need to do is kind of like put our phones down a little bit, turn off the news a little bit, give ourselves a break from the constant bombardment of this and this and this and this, and it will just ramp up. You're seeing it today. You're seeing it today. People are acting out in ways that is sometimes not rational, and people are getting hurt. The value of human life seems to be less and less, and so yeah, we need to just step away, go back to the days of lace and doilies and soft romantic colors. One of the color trends for there's a couple different color trends. So a couple years ago, I remember Home Depot, the Behr paint, Behr, the Behr paint, the color of the year was called Blank Canvas. And it's actually the color that's on my wall right now, because I really appreciated the fact that it's not a stark white, but it's a blank canvas waiting for you to paint your picture of your life, to paint your day, or to paint your the season of your life to be whatever it is. And so when this house was built, I just had the builder paint the ceiling, the walls, everything in every room blank canvas. So it was really good for a while, and now I'm starting to feel like I'm ready to start bringing to life these walls. So, I've got things going. I've got pictures up. I'm putting more pictures up. I'm thinking about, a wallpaper for like an accent wall, or or another color for an accent wall, or ways to cozy up my home. And, because when you have plain white walls everywhere, you have to be intentional to soften that and to make it cozy. And so I'm getting ready to go into my cozy era. And I don't know about you, but I am really excited about it. One of the colors is soft white. And I think that was the Pantone color of the year. And soft white. Last year, the Fiesta wear color was linen, which is, it's not white, but it is a neutral. So last year, the color of the year for the Fiesta wear was linen. This year, it's lavender, which, you get it, lavender is calming. The lavender itself is calming, soothing. The scent of lavender will bring your blood pressure down. The color is evocative of calmness and serenity and security and peace. And so you see all of these color trends happening that are helping people to bring some peace and calm into their lives, into their home. And what place should be more calm and a sanctuary than your home? So the other color, and I can't remember what the name of this brand was, but their color of the year was khaki. So here's another neutral. So we have soft white, khaki, lavender, and another one is patina blue. So patina blue, let me see if I can find patina blue to show you. Or blue patina. It kind of has like a little bit of a copper to it. And so, okay, this is what I'm going to share right here. Let me hide this one and share screen, patina blue, and here we go. So as you can see, this patina blue has it has a soothing blue with a little bit of age to it. So it looks slow and blue, calming, slow, aged, which is like something timeless. You can see a little bit of the copper in it. It's really, really pretty. Let's see. Let's scroll down just a little bit and see. As you can see on the left here, it says blue patina wall texture. You can see all of the blue patina, blue copper patina. And that's kind of where the trend is going. This one, blue patina, was by Etsy. Etsy called this color the color of the year, patina blue. So Cree says, I write diaries full of memories for my godchildren for when I'm no longer here. Memories are definitely. Rachel says, this year I made my first doily and now I'm making my first lovey around a stuffed animal. That's wonderful. The year of something new. I love it. I love it. Miguel, you stick to periwinkle. You stick to whatever color makes you happy, right? Yeah. And Miguel says my second color is back to nature, which is a calming green. And he says, I really didn't like it when gray was in every painting, everything, elephant gray. Oh, my Lanta. You know what? My in-laws did not like the gray trend either. I remember them saying, because they were remembering back when there was a school that they taught at, and everything in that school was painted gray, and it was a drab gray. And it was so awful. They said it was like an institution. It was just so awful. So they did not get into the gray trend either. And I hear you. You don't get into the gray trend. So some of these other trends is it's all the things for comfort. So do you remember when ducks and geese, like remember those geese? Were like the white geese were trending. I think it was in like the early 90s when, everybody's kitchen had geese or ducks, right? That's coming back. It's like this throwback to a time when things were a little less stressful, a little more nostalgic and calm, and so that is happening right now. That is happening right now. So I am going to add, now I have made doilies before, so making a doily is not going to be part of like the year of something new. However, It's been a long time since I've made a doily. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm looking forward to making the lacy doilies. Hey, Tammy. Tammy has caramel mocha coffee. Yum. Yum, yum. Yes, Miguel, the ducks and the geese. And mushrooms. Well, why wouldn't a mushroom be popular? Mushrooms are delicious and they're adorable. I love a good mushroom. But yeah, you're right. Mushrooms were really popular for a while. Um, mm, Racine, that's wonderful. In helping my writing, I am writing Bible scriptures every day. That's wonderful because as you write it, there's something about writing something out with your own hand. And I'm not talking about typing it on the computer, but writing it with your own hand. It helps you absorb the words. And it's like, it helps with memorizing, it helps with memory, with it just, it's a great way to help memorize. Why do you think the kids had to write, I will not, something in class? I will not talk in class like 50 times on a piece of paper. Number one, to make them not ever want to have to do that again. But anyway, oh, Miguel. Miguel says, I have a beautiful standby pineapple doily I love making. It's from an old McCall's magazine. Yes. I had a book that had the perfect doily in it. And I'm not going to say who borrowed the book. I'll give her initials, Lori, my cousin Lori. She borrowed the book. And I know my family, okay, because this is what happens. You borrow something, you may not get it back. And so I was okay with that. And it was just a little tiny book. It was like $3, right? So, I got it at Walmart. So the next time I went shopping at Walmart, I picked up another book so that I could have one because I knew I was not getting that book back. It's just my family, right? So I gladly let her borrow it and believed that she was going to give it back. But I also knew that she wasn't going to give it back. So I went and got myself one. So, and that was my favorite doily book, my favorite. And somehow in all the different moves that I've made, I've lost that doily book. And it was just one of those little, I can see the front of it. And it had a pineapple in there too. And so anyway, it just, I need to find it. Yeah. Ah, Tanya says, I had white geese wallpaper. Yes, you did, sister. And it was lovely, right? Right? Well, now we can, get into that again. We can, I am so ready to make my house cute again. It's been pretty, well, pretty white. Like the walls are white. The cabinets in my kitchen are white. I'm ready for some color and I'm ready for some fun. And yeah, so I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work out, but yeah, you're right. That's why in my Sunday school class, I have kids write out their weekly Bible verse. It helps to remember. That's correct, Miguel. Oh, Tammy, they say we have 14 inches coming. My furnace is broke and I have kerosene heaters, but no kerosene. Oh no, Tammy. And I'm broke. I'm praying I can sell something to not freeze. Tammy, oh my goodness, dear. You may need to go to a shelter. You may need to go to a shelter because your safety is number one. So if it happens that you don't find kerosene for your heaters, please make sure that you get somewhere warm. Definitely, definitely. Oh, Miguel says, I'm going to look for the pineapple doily pattern. Good, good. Yes. And Tanya says, Tammy, we will be praying for your situation. Can you stay with a friend until the storm is over? And Miguel also says, we're praying that God intervenes and supplies your need. Definitely. Definitely, Tammy. Definitely. So be safe. Be safe. They had promised me personally, they called me up and said, hey, this is the weather guy, the weather guesser, and Barbara, you're going to get 2 feet of snow. So get excited. And Barbara said, yay, okay, I'll get excited. And guess what? Then he called me back and he's like, just kidding. You're not getting snow. You're just going to get icy roads. Thanks. Thanks, but no thanks, right? Right. So that was some of the trends that, and a throwback style to, yeah, the throwback style to when things were cozy, things were handmade, things were, Carl's peeking. Here's Carl. Come here, Carl. Carl says, hey. Hey, Miguel. He says, hey. Hello. He's still wearing his ribbon from the fair this last year. You know, he's proud of this ribbon. Oh, my Lanta. So, yeah. Yeah. All right. Go right there, Carl. Carl, you're so cute. Nobody should put Carl in a corner. Oh, my Lanta. So, yeah, the coziness is back, and I, for one, am all for it. So I have so here's the thing, okay? I have a $25 gift card from Michael's, and I want to use it. And so I figured something out that I'm going to make with this yarn. This is the Karen Big Cakes, but I think I need one more of these. And he's wearing the ribbon proudly. He really is. So I need one more of these to make sure that I have enough. Now this one is 603 yards. So, you know, it's pretty good. 603 yards. It's got some really pretty colors in it, right? I mean, look, there's that lavender and then a nice pale green and some linen and a little tiny bit of like pink, peachy pink in there. And then this nice green right here. It's just pretty, right? And so I think that this qualifies as the cozy. The cozy. It has some of the colors that they're talking about in the color of the year. And so, yeah, I have a plan for this, but I need one more. But I have a dilemma because if you buy 2 of these at Michael's, or at least day before yesterday when I was on their site, they said they were having a buy 2 get 1 free. So if I bought 2 of these, I could get 1 free. So I don't know what to do because I only really need 1, but I do like this. And so I could get 3 more, and then I would have enough for 2 and 2, and I could make something else. But now, because I am like reinvigorated with the doily theme, I want to get some thread. And let me see. Let me go to Michael's real quick, and we will look together. Is that okay? Is it okay if we go to Michael's? website together. There we go. All right. Now, my nearest Michael's is actually, oh, they still have it. Buy two, get one free. Okay, it's called a Yarnormous sale. Where is our Catherine? Where is our Catherine? Because she works at Michael's. Here we go. Okay. So they do have a Yarnormous sale. And so you can buy two, get one free yarn. You can get 30% off of any one regular priced item. Or you can get 30% off all regular price purchases online only with code YARN and 30. So YARNAND 30. So, hey, you know, you can either do the buy two, get one free, and that is for certain yarns, or you can do the, yeah. So let me see. There's blossom cakes, macchiato cakes, cloud cakes. I had to go through a little bit of cakes, cinnamon swirl cakes. Yarnspiration and Karen have a lot of different cakes. Cinnamon swirl cakes. Here we go. Here's the big cakes. Okay. So Karen big cakes. They have Sandy, which is that. Oh, it looks like they have a lot in stock, and they didn't before, but this is online. So this one is called Boysenberry, and this is the one that I have, Boysenberry. So I see buy two, get one free, add 3 items to qualify. So it's $15 a piece, $14.99. So it would be $30 for 3 balls of yarn or 3 cakes of yarn. So essentially it's $5 off of each cake of yarn, which is not a bad deal. And also it's 30% off or 33% off because of, you know, you have 3 and it's 1/3 off. So, I don't know. And then, so here's my dilemma, because then it's only $30. So in order to get free shipping, you have to spend $50, and my gift card is $25. So do I just get the $15 yarn that I need? And then let's look for some, what would we call that? What do we call that yarn that is a thread? You know, the yarn that, oh, Tanya says, you're making me hungry for cakes. Sorry. Okay, so it would be yarn thread. Let's see, doily yarn. I don't know if that's okay. Aunt Lydia's crochet thread. Yes, crochet thread, classic 10. Now a 10 is kind of like a size 4 weight yarn, but no, it's not. It says 0 weight yarn. Aunt Lydia's crochet thread. Look, they don't have any. They don't have any. They have this one, Mexicana. They have this one, silver. This one, peacock blue. But they don't have any of these, like natural, cream, white, even maize and golden yellow are unavailable. Oh my. Okay, so let's see if they have other. Aunt Lydia's Classic 10. Oh, here we go. Filet crocheters. So, Racine, help me out. What size yarn do you use? What size yarn do you use? So this is $5.99 for a size 10 classic cotton crochet thread. They have 300 yards. It's a size 0 weight yarn. And this one they're offering 30% off, which is nice. Oh, let's see. What about shipping? No, they don't really have any others for shipping either. So what yarn do you use for your filet crochet? That's what I'm wondering. Cotton thread. And here is some crochet thread by Loops and Threads. Let's take a look at that. Okay. What does it say? Crochet thread. It doesn't have a size on it. Available in assorted colors, 7.2 ounces, 1,000 yards, 100% cotton. And it doesn't really say what. Okay, they're saying it's just okay. Yardage is excellent, but the thread is very stiff and hard on your hands. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Okay, so the Aunt Lydia's. Let me just do Aunt Lydia's. And let's see what pops up. How do you spell Aunt Lydia? Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so crochet thread. We have the classic 10. Oh, they have a jumbo. And then they have fashion 3, metallic 10, fashion 3. Seems like there was a 20 also. Here we go. Lydia's fine crochet thread. So the higher the number, the smaller the thread. So size 30 would be extra fine, size 20 would be fine. And that's what I remember. So the classic 10 is actually really, really helpful. Oh, you can buy it in bulk too. Well, I don't know. So you can buy a 3-pack, Aunt Lydia's Classic 10. And that would make sense if you were going to make something large, like let's say you were using this extra fine crochet thread to make a wedding gown or, you know, any kind of dress. You are going to want to buy it in bulk, definitely. Oh, here's some in 3-packs, and they have peacock, violet, maize, purple, goldenrod. Some of it is quite expensive. Some of it is very expensive. Let's see. Aunt Lydia's Classic Crochet Thread, size 10, value. And the fashion size 3 would be way too, okay, here's the one that I wanted. The jumbo. Crochet cotton thread white, jumbo. Create eye-catching tablecloths, home decor, jar covers, pot holders, doilies, and more. Made from 100% mercerized cotton, it is soft, lustrous, and yet durable to give your crocheting projects a beautiful finish. Okay, well, there you go. So let's stop sharing. Okay, so yeah, I think so. I don't know what to do, but I do know I want to get one more of these Karen cotton cakes, but I don't know if I should go for the buy two get one free. It didn't say, but you know what I could do is just do get one and do the 30% off of all regular price. I think that might be what I'm going to do. And then maybe I'll try and get some cotton thread. I used to have a whole basket of cotton thread because once upon a time, I I was a children's ministry leader. I was the children's minister at a church, and so we were doing projects and we were doing all kinds of things. And so one summer we did something every week. And one of the craft projects that we did, I went to Home Depot and I bought boards. And so we had them cut them. So they were like, I don't know exactly what size they were, but like 8 by 10 or 6 by, I don't know. But anyway, it was like the size of a picture. Okay. And so I had them cut them for me. They cut them for me. We sanded them, stained them, and then I had these little penny nails and hammers that I got for all of the kids. And boy, was that noisy. And then I printed off all of these um, different pictures, and um, they weren't they were pictures from a coloring book. So they were just the outline, right? And then we put that on the board, and then the kids could put the nails in the board all around the outline of whatever picture they decided they wanted to do. And then we had number 10 thread in all different colors. I had this huge basket with all different colors, tons. And so they would pick their yarn or their thread color or multiple, it didn't matter. And they would weave and do like yarn art, basically. And so I had, after that, I still had, because they didn't use a whole lot, but I had like 40 different colors of yarn. And yeah, so I wish now that I had held on to it. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I think it, like, the basket got damaged or something. And so anyway, in some of the moves, I gave it up. I gave that yarn up. And boy, wouldn't it be really nice to have that big basket of yarn, especially since it's so expensive now. I think I paid like 99 cents or $1.99 or something like that for the Aunt Lydia's yarn, and now it's $5.99 for a little ball. And that's what I had, were all of those little balls of Aunt Lydia's yarn. So in all kinds of colors, like whatever color I wanted, I had. So anyway, so that was fun. So gang, thank you for hanging out with me today. Thank you for indulging me in all of these, little mind travels that I've been doing. And always remember, this is the year of something new. This is my filet crochet. and I flattened it out, but this is my filet crochet, and I am keeping a digital book of all of my makes for this year. I still need to weigh this, and I'm going to try and weigh it in ounces and then also in grams, and that way I can keep track of both. And so I still need to weigh this and complete my section where I have written down the title and the designer and all of that fun stuff regarding this. This is my Fair Isle crochet project for this month, because this is the year of something new. And I gave myself January and February to start and complete a Fair Isle crochet project, and I've done it. And so I'm just really, really happy. So now I get to get started on another project. I still have to finish my houndstooth project. Oh, I didn't show you one last thing. Look what I found. It's my J hook, my 6.0 millimeter J hook. Yay! It's back in my hot little hands. Tanya did not take it. This one was in the box, the original box that it came in, because I purchased a whole box of crochet hooks because I had misplaced my, I had purchased a whole box of Clover Amour hooks because I had misplaced my J hook. And now I have it. And I'm so glad. And for those of you thinking, oh no, where's your eye hook? Here it is. So I have a complete set now. I have a complete set. Yay. But I'm working on my houndstooth pattern, which I need to get done by this Sunday. So I need to get working. And then I'm also going to start a new project, which I can't tell you about because we can't tell you about that until the first Sunday of February because it's a February project. And but anyway, until then, stay safe, be kind, and get hooking, and much love to everybody. And I will see you next time.